AITA for telling the girl who kissed my boyfriend for a play that she is desperate and pathetic. I'm a 19-year-old female studying drama at uni, and my boyfriend is on the same course. My boyfriend is a really good looking guy, but he doesn't seem to know it. He gets a lot of attention from girls and for the most part doesn't seem to get that they are flirting with him. I'm not generally annoyed by this and never really say anything. However, there's one girl in our class, let's call her Victoria, who is obsessed with my boyfriend. She goes out of her way to be paired with him in group activities. For example, if the professor picks groups by numbering us 1, 2, and 3, she will move herself to be in the same number as him. And she recently stepped down from a main role in a play we're doing so she could be in a more minor one, simply because this character has a romance with my boyfriend. I know this is the case because I've heard her say it to her friends and she thinks he's hot and whatnot. I've never said anything to her about it because she seems pretty insecure, always complaining about how she thinks she's ugly. And I don't see it as a big deal because my boyfriend doesn't care. However, we recently performed a play and had a small after party where she got slightly drunk and was bragging about how she definitely felt something when they kissed at the play and she's going to ask him if he felt the same. I rolled my eyes and again ignored it until she actually went up to my boyfriend. She was a little bit drunk, and when she went up to him, I was there too. Sounds like middle school drama. Victoria started saying that she Victoria started saying that she knows he must have felt the spark. He's a really good kisser, etc. I snapped and sort of shouted at her, "You sound incredibly desperate, going after somebody else's boyfriend. You're pathetic if you think a stage kiss means you should be together." She looked super embarrassed and walked away. As she should be, right? And I later heard she'd gone home to cry. Oh man, I feel like a dick because she's obviously insecure and whatnot, and her friends haven't stopped calling me a bitch since. AITA. Edit. She 100% knows that I'm his girlfriend. I have heard her talking about me being his girlfriend before. I think anybody would be mad in that situation, getting their significant other asked out in front of them. Tuck comment. NTA. She took it way too far. Approaching him about it was out of line. A response to the comment? NTA. I'd even call it sexual harassment. It's incredibly creepy that she specifically went after this minor role just to get kissed by OP's boyfriend. What if she goes on to do this to her coworkers in the future? Yuck. I guess the nicer way to address her would have been, "So hey, I'm sure you didn't mean to, but you're being kind of a sleazy creep and making your fellow cast members very uncomfortable and completely ignoring normal boundaries. I just wanted to let you know. And also, that's my boyfriend in case you weren't aware of it either." Okay, thanks. Second comment to the story, NTA. She's been trying to get at your boyfriend for a while and you maturely didn't engage because it was clear that she didn't have a chance. She literally came up to him when you were right next to him and tried to have a conversation about feelings. That's ridiculous. And you were trying to be nice at first, but I don't think you had to be after that happened. Thinking that a stage kiss meant something with someone else's boyfriend is pathetic. Seemed like she wasn't going to stop until she heard that. AITA for jumping out of a bathroom window to avoid my mom's attempt at forcing a reunion between me and my ex-fiance. Some backstory. I had been dating my ex-fiance Sarah for 4 years. We had been planning to get married in November of 2020, but I found out at the start of the month that she cheated on me. She begged me to give her another chance, but I broke it off. The problem was that being cheated on is, in my mind, completely emasculating and humiliating, so I never told anyone that was the reason we broke up. For obvious reasons, Sarah also didn't tell anyone we broke up because she cheated. So people have blamed me for the breakup, including my mom. They just see that I dumped her out of the blue. I've gone very strict no contact with Sarah after I discovered that she was cheating on me. Sarah has been talking with my mom and has convinced her that if we could talk one more time, we would be able to reconcile. My mom has been applying hardcore pressure to me to talk with Sarah, but I've explained that there's no chance we will ever get back together. Oh man, this is leading somewhere bad. So tonight I go over to my mom's place because she's hosting family for Christmas Eve. I'm there for a bit talking with my aunts and uncles and cousins when the doorbell rings and I could see it's Sarah. I ask, WTF is going on? And my mom says she invited Sarah so we can work this out in the spirit of the holidays. Man, no relationship is anybody's business but the two people who are in it, especially on Christmas. Oh man, what a Christmas present to your son, right? I'm pissed now because the only way to explain my side of the story is to tell everyone I was cheated on. Complete humiliation in front of my whole family. So as my mom goes to the front door, I go into the bathroom. My mom starts knocking on the door saying that I need to come out and talk to my ex like an adult. I say F it, kick out the window screen, and get in my car and go home. My mom called a short while ago saying she's cutting ties with me over my behavior. She's really fixated on me jumping out of a window, and that Sarah will always be like a child to her. My sister called me after to ream me out for ruining Christmas. I broke down and told her that Sarah cheated on me, which is why I dumped her and didn't want to see her under any circumstances. She called me a big a-hole who was lying to cover for myself. Am I really in the wrong? Top comment says, F that. The nerve of her to show up at your mom's house. I'm pissed off just reading this. I don't understand why your mom is so invested in Sarah. Why would you want to tell her Sarah cheated on you after how your sister acted? What an effing mess. Not gonna lie. You kicking out the screen and through the window is straight up savage. Reflexes up on legendary. NTA. Second highest comment? NTA. But dude, you gotta tell them why you're acting like this. People will certainly feel a bit sorry for you, but they'll realize why you don't want to be in the same room with this girl. In response to the comment, this. It's hard to blame them for trying to fix something that they don't understand how badly it's been broken. AITA for asking my brother not to bring his boyfriend to my wedding. Consensus is not the a-hole, and let's find out why. Okay, this is the worst. I'm losing sleep over this. I'm getting married in a week to an awesome woman, and I cannot wait to be her husband. We are so excited. My brother is gay, but my family doesn't know. Only me and my parents know. I come from a very old school traditional family, so the old part of the family, grandparents and some uncles and aunts, still have last century's mindset. And the younger portion, cousins, siblings, are open-minded and are living in the present. So my brother has been dating his boyfriend for 6 months now. The dude is great. I'm so happy my brother found a great guy. But it's kind of a secret and he hasn't told my family he is gay. I've been telling him for years that he should come out, because I know it stresses him out a lot. And I think it will make him feel better not to hide anymore. Plus, I bet a few family members already know. But he disagrees, because he knows a part of the family won't accept it and it will be a lot of drama. I see the opposite. I see it as the sooner you know who the idiots are, the sooner we can cut them from our lives. I have no interest in having someone in my family that doesn't accept my brother being gay. Anyway, that's his decision and not mine. So for now, we won't say anything. Until a few weeks ago, when he said he wants to bring his boyfriend to my wedding. I was not expecting that, to be honest. So he went from 0 to 100 pretty fast. If it was any other occasion, I would be supportive, obviously, but I don't think my wedding day is the day to do that. Imagine all the drama and gossip and BS that would happen. And I don't want to get attention taken away from my fiancée. That's her day. And I don't want to have to worry about that on my wedding day. And I think it's a pretty good reason. I asked him, why my wedding day? He said it's because he wants to celebrate love with the two people he loves the most, me and his boyfriend. This is killing me. I would fight my whole family for my brother, and never speak to them again if I had to. My wedding day is supposed to be a celebration, not a family fight. And I can't do this to my wife. That might ruin our future. I didn't even tell her. She's already stressed out. Don't want to make it even worse. With a heavy heart, I asked him to please come alone to the wedding. And I hope he understands me. He started crying and left my house without saying anything. The next day I got a text and he said, don't worry, going alone. I tried calling him but he didn't answer me, and my parents don't seem to know what's happening because they didn't say anything. He eventually called me back a few days later. We spoke. He says he understands my side, but things are still weird between us. This is the worst situation of my life. Am I the a-hole for handling it the way I did? PS1. I want to thank the Redditor that sent me a private message and said that they hope a mass shooter shows up at my wedding. So thoughtful. PS2. Thanks for the golden stuff. Update. Spoke to fiance. Couldn't keep this from her anymore. She agreed with me. Clarification. I know that it wouldn't be my brother that would cause the trouble. The trouble would start with remarks and looks from some of the aunts and uncles. Doesn't matter. We are spending a lot of money on this wedding, planned it for a long time. My fiance put her heart and soul into planning this wedding. I don't want to see my bride or mom crying, or some idiot uncle insulting my brother. Literally every other day of my life I will support my brother's decision to come out. Even at my wedding I would obviously defend him. But the point is, not at the wedding. Also, my brother is not the a-hole. Not at all. Top comment says, NTA. God, I'm queer and I gotta say, a sibling's wedding would not be the place to try out that bit of my life. It's your wedding, it's your day. Although I have to say, if your wife is level-headed, she wouldn't let a family fight ruin your relationship. Did you talk to her about this? A response to the comment? Agreed. Almost all wedding etiquette comes down to don't upstage the couple. It's too bad there isn't more time, because if he was actually able to come out beforehand, bringing his boyfriend to the wedding would have been fine. People will still talk, but it wouldn't stop the show. Final story. AITA if I stop paying my daughter's tuition over a disgusting comment she made towards my new girlfriend. The verdict is everybody sucks. My 56 male wife, died at a young age of 51 from a car accident. I was in a deep mourning for about a year after her death. I met my new girlfriend Claire, 43 female, around January. Claire was the one who made me laugh for the first time after my wife died. She's smart as hell, 3 Ivy League degrees, has a dark sense of humor that I love, a terrific cook, and overall an amazing woman who I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. She is also on the heavier side, a fact that becomes relevant later. I have 2 children, Eric, 25 male, and Amanda, 19 female. They were well aware that I had gotten a new girlfriend before I first introduced them to Claire this summer. She got along immediately with Eric, but Amanda was very, very standoffish. After that initial meeting, I asked Amanda if there was something wrong, but she denied it. Claire made a few more attempts to get to know Amanda, but they were all rudely rejected. Both my kids came over for Thanksgiving dinner, and I asked Amanda to please be polite during the meals, since she's always been rude in her interactions with Claire, even though Claire has been nothing but gracious in return. Dinner was going as well as it could have for the first 10 minutes, although I noticed Amanda glaring at Claire the entire time. When Claire went to grab her third helping of mashed potatoes, Amanda said, "Don't you think you've eaten enough, you fat pig?" Claire started sobbing immediately and ran off into the bedroom. I felt my face turn red and told Amanda to get out. About half an hour after Amanda left, I texted her stating that I would no longer pay her tuition unless 1. She apologized to Claire, and 2. Claire accepts her apology. Amanda must have assumed that I was bluffing because she instead doubled down on her behavior during Thanksgiving dinner. I then logged into the university's tuition payment website, canceled next semester's tuition, and sent Amanda the screenshots. She called me crying and begging me to reconsider, but I told her my mind was made up. Let's see what the top comments have to say. Top comment says, "Y'all don't need Reddit. Y'all need some effing therapy." A response to the comment says, "Yeah, I feel like people think Reddit is just going to solve their crazy and complex problems." Next comment, "Everybody sucks here. Daughter is likely still mourning the loss of her mother, but went way over the line. However, she's now in a position where she won't be able to get a job and save enough money to make it through school, thus condemning her to either drop out or take massive loans. Both options are serious and negatively impact her future and likely would prevent her from maturing beyond the person she is now." Edit to add, "I agree the daughter should apologize. That's why she also sucks. Did you not read my whole comment before writing? Why doesn't the daughter just say sorry?" A response to the comment, "Yeah, the punishment doesn't seem to fit the crime. You call my new girlfriend a fat pig, so I'm going to completely F over your entire planned future. I don't see how you could think that will lessen the resentment towards the new girlfriend either." And a third comment, "Everyone sucks here. Are you trying to set your new girlfriend up to be hated by her? Because it certainly sounds like you are with this tactic." A response to the comment says, "Right? It might as well say, my girlfriend's feelings are more important than your future, and I have no empathy left for you to try to figure out why you're lashing out this way." He's literally setting up his girlfriend to be even more hated. The daughter is probably worried she's losing dad to girlfriend, and the dad is confirming those fears to be true.
Please support me by liking and subscribing.
Doody 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 doo.